The third area that we are investing in is cyber. Cyber is an area both of a challenge and of an opportunity. The challenge is obvious. You can paralyze countries today without firing a shot. Everything becomes computerized, all public systems, transport, banking, water, everything, communications, and it's going to get more so. And as it gets more so, it's more open and susceptible to systemic attack. And therefore, every country, Israel included, has a vested interest to defend itself against cyber warfare. We have, because this is so prevalent, we now have a business opportunity. The business opportunity comes from the fact that several of the leading companies in the world that address the challenge that I've just described are in Israel. Some of the greatest banks in the world, American banks, are protected, daily guarded by companies in Herzliya. And this is a big, big field. So we're going to marry our defense needs with our business sector. And, of course, the academic world, because you have to produce the scientists and the mathematicians and the physicists and the computer experts to address this issue. I have built in the last month, after preparation of 6 months, a national cyber board that has 12 task forces to marry defense, private sector, and academia. And I think Israel will be one of the greatest cyber powers in the world. There are 5 leading powers. We don't intend to be the 5th. I don't know if we'll be the first, but we'll be right up there. These are the 3 areas. These are the 3 areas that I believe we can pursue, but understand that however we work on technology, however we work, we are still coasting on the past. We have the greatest number of Nobel Prize winners, and it is said correctly, that comes from the education system that I went through as a child. It doesn't necessarily represent the educational system that we have today. Now, we said that, and it was said by many here in the previous conference 2 years ago. Here's what we've done in the last 2 years. What we've done is to put about 7 billion shekels in a multi-year program to revolutionize our higher education. That money is not merely going into a black hole. It's going into higher education, into the universities, with significant reforms that encourage competition between these institutions. And it will make a difference. So the first thing is we are going to ratchet up our higher education because it's critical for us for everything that I just described. But you know, you have to get to the higher education from kindergarten and grade school and high school. So we've enacted in the last 2 years a great reform that has eluded us. Some of it was there before, but it eluded us. We could not get our high schools to accept this reform. And the essence of this reform, to me, the most important element of it that we've been talking about for 10 years, as we've seen the grades of Israeli students decline, we've been talking about a change, and the essence of the change is to tie the teachers' compensation and advancement to the performance of their students. This is a critical reform. I can't tell you how critical it is. It was controversial. Some people still challenge it, but I looked at the winners. We looked at the countries that have superior educational systems, and they all have this one common feature. People are rewarded for excellence. There is no greater mission than teaching our children the basic skills for the world of tomorrow. And what we are seeing, just by setting objectives, and even before this reform is fully enacted, we can see the numbers beginning to change. We can see the direction, the trend line changing. So I can see Israel with a robust economy and with powerful technology that is sustained by a powerful educational system. I said that all of this will give us a grip on the future. But there's another element that we want to have, and this element is peace.